Hey everyone, my name's Bill and it's a gorgeous day here in Northern California. First day of fall, and that means that the tomatoes are perfect. And today I'm going to make for you a 7-pot pineapple salsa. 7-pot because of the pepper. This is a super hot chili pepper that was sent to me by my friend Jim Duffy, and he grows and sells these. They're I think the prettiest pepper. From an aesthetic standpoint, it's my favorite. I think they're gorgeous. So we're going to be using these peppers for the heat. We're using pineapple and pineapple tomatoes. I've got these beautiful pineapple tomatoes right out of my garden. So it's going to be a yellow golden salsa. I'm using yellow onion too. Normally I would use red onion in like a mango or a pineapple salsa. And this salsa is different because I'm using tomatoes with a sweet fruit. So the tomato will be the tang, the pineapple will add the sweetness. The tomatoes are very sweet in their own right. And then the spark is from these babies. So we're only going to use one. It's called 7-pot because supposedly one of these bad boys will heat up 7 pots of chili or stew. In the island of Trinidad is where they come from. And like I said, these were sent to me by my friend Jim Duffy. He's with his company is Refining Fire Chilies, and his website is superhotchilies.com. I recommend you go there, check out. He sells seeds, plants, I believe he sells the pods, and very reputable supplier of super hot chili peppers. So I have 3 of them. I think we're only going to need one. We'll put this together, let it sit for an hour, see what it tastes like, and then adjust it if need be. So excellent. Let's see how it turns out. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to start with the pepper. We're going to cut the pepper first, and as I mentioned, we're going to start with just one, and if it needs more heat, we can always add another one. I'm going to remove the seeds and the placenta first and then cut it up very fine. I want to just stick with the 7-pot pepper for heat and flavor. I really like the flavor of jalapeno in salsa. We'll see how this goes, and if we want to add some jalapeno powder or jalapeno pepper to it afterwards, we can always do that. But we'll just see what how this turns out, just with the 7-pot. Getting most of the membrane or placenta out of there. That's where a lot of the heat is. If you want it super spicy, you can always add that in there. I know a lot of salsas have the seeds in there, but we're going to go with just pure pepper here. Okay, so I'm going to cut it up very fine because it is so hot. I want it really fine. Don't want any big chunks in there. Because it's really hot. And it wouldn't be an enjoyable experience, I think, for some unsuspecting person. I'm wearing gloves just as a precaution. I just don't want to deal with it. It is that hot that my buddy Dan said that he was cutting up a relative of this pepper in bare hands, and it actually burned his fingers, the skin on his fingers, and he rinsed them off with sugar water, or used sugar somehow to get it off. Regular soap and water didn't do it. So that's actually quite a bit of hot pepper, if you ask me. I'm gonna try a little taste of it. It is hot. It's very hot. Just that small amount. Wow. This should be plenty, I'm thinking. So yeah, and that's kind of, sweet and spicy go together, and that's kind of my thinking with the pineapple here. If you want to cut the heat down in a dish, best way to do that is with sugar or fruit juice. I use orange juice to reduce the heat on something. So we're going to just counterbalance that right off the bat with the super hot chili and the pineapple and see how it goes. So, well, there's the pepper, and I'm going to move the camera and begin preparing the rest of the ingredients. Okay, next we're going to cut the garlic. I've got 4 nice big cloves of garlic. I like to do the dry ingredients first, so it's easier to work with the cutting board. Once the cutting board gets wet, and you try. With the exception of the cilantro, I'm going to do the cilantro last, but I'll use another cutting board for that. So peeling the garlic here, and we'll chop it up as fine as we can. Yeah, so we'll do the garlic now, and then I'll cut the onion next. This will be nice. Alright, that's a good amount of garlic. Those were big cloves. I think it'll be great in here. Excellent. You can cut it up finer if you want, but I think that'll be nice. Okay. Next is the onion. Yellow onion, keeping with the theme. One of the secrets to cutting onions so that they don't burn your eyes and make you cry is to make sure your onion's cold. You can refrigerate it or run it in under cold water, and use a sharp knife. The knife's dull. It causes the juice to squirt up more and mist and burn your eyes. when cutting the onion, you leave the root end on. There's a lot of different ways, and you cut with the grain along these the lines that are already in the onion, not going all the way to the root. You can make 1 or 2 cuts this way too, and then it makes a nice perfect dice. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to cut the pineapple. I'm going to put a 1/4 of a fresh pineapple in here. Remove the core. I've been told that that's the most nutritious part of the pineapple. Take out the outer skin. There's probably a better way to cut this. Right. Yeah, pineapple's not the easiest thing to cut. Okay. All right. Nice and sweet. I can smell it. Oh yeah, delicious, sweet. This should be really nice with the hot pepper. Okay. Okay, next is the tomato. Just picked these out of my garden. These are heirloom pineapple tomatoes. They're gorgeous. I use a serrated knife when cutting tomato, just to, I don't know, it's easier for me to get through the skin. These are gorgeous. They're a bicolored tomato, and you can see the golden pineapple and the beautiful red veins going through there. I've got about 5 pounds of tomatoes here. Not sure how many I'm going to use. Alright, I think that's it for now. I'm going to And now put the cilantro in and blend the rest of the ingredients. I like cilantro does a couple things. First of all, I love the flavor of it. Traditional Mexican fresh cilantro flavor. And the green will add a nice color addition to the golden pineapple colored salsa. It should look nice in there. And yeah, just grab the handful. You can chop it up as fine or leave it as big as you want. It's all a matter of personal preference. Okay, let's add the ingredients. There's the cilantro. Okay, the garlic. There's the hot pepper. 7-pot yellow from Jim Duffy. That's the star of the show here. That's the spark. Tomatoes are the tang, and the pineapple's the sugar. I got a teaspoon of salt here. That should be enough. And a teaspoon of ground cumin. Alright. And that's it. We'll mix it up. We'll let this refrigerate and let these, oh nice chunky salsa. We're gonna eat these with chips, but you can, this would be a nice, it's so chunky it'd be good as a garnish, accompany any main dish. If you want a nice Latin or Mexican flavor. Nice, I think it looks nice. So we'll let these come together for an hour. Dan's gonna come over with some chips and we're gonna try it out, see if it needs anything else. But there you go, 7-pot pineapple salsa. Okay, here we go. So it's been 3 hours. So that's plenty of time for all the flavors to come together. This is my first taste. Jules thinks it's hot. Nice. It's got a bite to it. Delicious. I think maybe I will add another half a pepper. Just to satisfy Dan. Dan likes it spicy. Delicious. Delicious. The heat and the sweetness of the pineapple, the tomatoes and the pineapple, they go good together. I was skeptical about that, but it is delicious. I'd serve this to anyone. And again, the star of this recipe is the 7-pot yellow 7-pot yellow pepper from Jim Duffy. His company is Refining Fire Chilies, and his website is superhotchilies.com. Chilies is spelled C-H-I-L-E-S. And yeah, I'll make this again for sure. But go to his website, check it out. Thanks a lot. Cheers. There you go. Nice, huh? Bam. Nice. One more half chili.